Good morning. Welcome to Dan is my tech guy. I'm Dan and I am your tech guy. Tell everybody I've got my own tech guy. And when we tuned off our last video, we had signed up, and then our second video was making this background and putting our profile picture and making our first post. Now, you probably posted several times since then. It's good to make sure we look at our settings. Across the top, you see your picture. You see some other things across here. This icon will not be on your page. But then to go back to your home screen to find more friends, this icon here is if people are requesting to be your friend. Always make sure that you know the people that are requesting to be your friend, and never ever friend someone twice. The first one's probably the real one. The second one could be anything. So over here, this little lightning sideways icon is messages someone may have sent you. This bell shows you anything new that's happened on your account. Somebody's made one of your friends has posted something anywhere on Facebook, or someone's posted something to you. If it's a message to you, it'll be here, and it'll be the same little red number, however many messages you have. And this right here is just telling me that I have your new notifications are now sorted. It's just a message from Facebook. So they sort them out and give them to you. This is your help button. And if you need, most questions will be answered here. But we're going to go to, right now, we're going to click on this little down arrow. There's some things you can do here. There'll be videos for almost every one of these. But the one thing we're going to do today is we're going to go to settings. We see here in settings, we're going to click settings, and there's going to be a lot of things that open. This screen right here should all be correct when you look at it. What you know should be right, and if you don't know it right now, don't pay attention to it. This is our general settings. It has your name. You can actually change your name. We'll show you that in a different video. Now you can set up a username. So for instance, my name is James Daniel, but I go by Dan. So if I signed up with my legal name, I could go in here and put Dan Renfro. Or I could put some other things in here, and there are some settings that they won't let you do, but they won't, as you go and play with this, it'll tell you what you can and can't do. What we're going to look at today is our security settings. So it looks here, this first one you won't have to deal with right now. We'll look at that later, and you can always ask this question. Shows you the second thing everywhere you're logged in. So if you only have one phone or one computer and you see multiple places you're logged in, that could be an alert. When there are multiple places, there's a little thing up here that will let you click it, and then you can go and log out everywhere at one time. So if you start getting weird messages, or people start saying that they got emails from you, or Facebook messages from you, this is a place you would go find out where you're signed on and sign off. Just in case you went to someone's house or the library, you signed on and forgot to sign off. Down here is where you change your password. They say you should change your password often. I find that hard for me to do because I can't remember it. You're not supposed to write it down, but I certainly write down all my passwords and my information and try to keep that in a safe place. This is where you can log in with your profile picture after you've logged in. If you're the only one that ever uses that computer, that might be a good idea. But if there's a chance anyone, including someone breaking into your house, could log on to your Facebook there and get information you don't want them to have, I would just leave that alone and say no. This is two-factor identification. That's where when you sign in, it also sends you an email and asks you, is that really you? So if you have a public computer that you use a lot, or there's a lot of people in the house, that's not a terrible idea if you have your phone with you all the time. You have to remember, though, every time you sign in or log into Facebook anywhere, you're going to have your phone with you to be able to get on. This just shows you all the people that are authorized to get onto your computer. It's only going to be you unless you tell someone else they can. This keeps the passwords for different apps that are like if you go to McDonald's and it says, hey, do you want to log on with your Facebook? Well, I always say yes, because it's a one click instead of a bunch of clicks. And so this is where it keeps all that information. This right here is where you can, this part here is pretty cool in that it sends you a email if somebody tries to log on to your account, even accidentally. And then the next thing is you can choose 2 to 5 friends. I never do this. Well, actually, I did this with my oldest daughter, in that if you get locked out, you have someone you can call and they can get you back on, or they'll send an email to verify it's you. This is some advanced things that you really don't need to mess with right now. We'll have another video about that, and it's certainly available under the advanced or the help key. So real quick, just go back over this. Look at this real quick. The very first one is close friends you can contact. Back, we saw that down there on the other side. Where you're logged in, where to change your password if you want multi-factor authentication. So when you sign in, that there's you get an email to verify it's really you. This is about getting alerts about recognized logins, and this is some advanced stuff. Very, very easy. The rest of the stuff is under help. If you want a video about it, down in the comments, just say, hey, could you do a video on location or blocking a link? Whatever it is you want to know. It's very self-explanatory, and with the help, it's kind of easy. This piece I really wanted to show you today. Hey, thanks for coming in today. Thanks for logging in. I'm glad you're now on Facebook. Please friend me. Pastor Dan Renfro is my personal login, and certainly come back to our page if you're not already on our page, and become friends with us at Dan is my tech guy. I am Dan. I am your tech guy. I will see you next time.